Forget your Audi R8, Ferrari 430, even the Maserati Gran Turismo. If you want real, unarguable beauty in a supercar, Aston Martin wins hands down every time. How can you fail to be won over by the blend of sensuous curves and the purposeful stance? Guaranteed, it will be the most admired car at your golf club, even before you press that key in the slot and crank up the engine. And then it gets really entertaining.
Listen to this, 2,000 revs, very quiet. 3,000, still pretty subdued but making its presence felt. 4,000, and we're starting to hear things. And then all hell breaks loose. It's just fantastic.
This Vantage is utterly, blissfully quick. But the noise makes it seem even faster than the 4.7 seconds it takes to reach 60 miles an hour, though you need the roof down to get the full aural effect. The Vantage can proudly hold its head up alongside the Porsche 911 and Ferrari V8s as a pinnacle of charismatic motoring sounds. It doesn't come much better than blasting this two-seater down a winding, empty road, with plenty of visibility and not another car to be seen. It's an experience that's increasingly hard to find, but with the Aston you just have to seek it out.
One thing I really like about this V8 Vantage are its compact dimensions. It's really tight, it fits around you. It's not big and bloated like a Zonda or a Ferrari 430. It's so ideally suited to British roads.
Just occasionally it rains in the UK, but roof up there's mile crunching ability and surprising comfort. That engine doesn't have to be noisy, and the multi-layer hood makes it almost as quiet as the coupe. Unfortunately, that does focus your attention on the odd rattle here or there. It's a hint that the 100% bulletproof Aston is still a target rather than a reality. This is the 2008 Vantage, the second incarnation of the original. Inside, the only changes are this graphite centre console and the push-button key design borrowed from the DB9. But not much improvement was called for. The interior is unmistakably British. There may no longer be any wood, but the quality and the detailing of the leather is simply unsurpassed. And outside?
It might look the same as the original V8 Vantage, but under here, the V8 engine has new crankshaft, new pistons and new valves. Capacity is up to 4.7 litres and power is up 40 bhp to 420 horsepower.
That's just 10% more. Are you really going to notice the difference? Well, yes you are. The changes also mean 15% more torque, and the result is an easier to drive Vantage that needs less labouring with the heavy gear lever to get the performance you desire.
Aston Martin won't admit it, but the original V8 Vantage had steering which wasn't quite there. Now this Mark II version has addressed the problems. We've got more weight, more feel in the corners. It's more precise. Crucially, it's much more fun.
The improvements are down to both the suspension and steering alignment changes, but this car also has the essential sports pack with more aggressive forged alloys and even stiffer springs. So where does this refreshed V8 Vantage fit in the great supercar hierarchy? Close to 100k, you could choose instead an Audi R8, 911 Turbo or Mercedes SL55. But you know what? We'd pick the Aston every time. The good points? There's that thrilling performance, fabulous styling inside and out, and the spine-tingling exhaust note. On the negative side? Well, 15 miles per gallon gives you a range of only a couple of hundred miles and a tank of fuel. There's not much space for odds and ends inside the cockpit, and there was that odd rattle which we didn't like.